I actually have two happy sticks this morning. This one makes it quiet. This one makes it fun. How you guys doing? Joe here. And we are doing a new series on this channel called One Take Wednesdays, where I'm out here at the range with a gun and I'm going to do a one take video all the way through, no stopping, because most of my videos are filmed that way. So what we're going to do today is we're going to take this gun, my Glock 19 Gen 3 45 custom build. I'm gonna run a 4 or 5 mags through it, and we're gonna see how it runs, because I've been building it and working on it for the better part of a year. For those of you that don't know, this started life as a Gen 3 Glock 19, just a bone stock one that some guy, Jared, you know who you are, had cut so that it would fit Glock 26 mags, because he wanted a slightly longer slide with a shorter frame. Understandable, concealed carry, but he wanted a longer slide for a better sight picture. It's not what I would have done, but it's what he did. So I took it and made it so it now takes Glock 17 mags, or Glock 34, whichever. So 34 mags, which are 17 rounders. Gives it a full grip, and I mag weld it and all that good stuff, so it's like a Glock 45 now. I also removed the finger grooves, changed the angle, put an undercut, rounded off the trigger guard, completely different slide, and a Swamp Fox Justice Kingslayer, I think it's a Kingslayer, red dot on it. And it might have a weak battery, although I can see it. It is quite faint this morning. But yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to put some rounds through it, talk about it, whether or not I did a good job or not, and just see how it goes. So, oh, also it's a threaded barrel because we're going to be using the other happy stick. So 124 grain Phoenix reman, so remanufactured ammo. I've done a ton of polishing to the rails internally and on the slide. Hopefully it shoots good. So here we go. So far, not so bad. It's off just a touch. I sighted it for 25 yards out at Moorfield, but I really didn't put it on paper. I should have put it on paper. It was pretty close there. I think it needs just a little bit of adjustment, but it pulled the plate rack down, no problem. We'll just keep using that as a target, or I might move over. You never know. Let's try Pew View's grip. Yeah, this red dot. Getting washed out. Making it hard to see. So, it's not bad though. Doing all right there. I'm going to save the happy stick for the suppressor, so I'm going to reload now. As I'm reloading, I just want to say thank you to Middletown Firearms. I don't work there anymore, but we did reach an agreement, so I can use the range to do these videos, bring you some content of me actually shooting instead of just sitting on my couch, and hopefully you guys have a good time seeing me both work on and shoot some of my guns. I do believe in smithing my own guns. I don't like letting other people do my work. I've done that in the past, and I haven't been as satisfied as I could have been, and I'm out here doing it for myself. So I encourage you to learn. Don't just jump into gunsmithing. I'm also not an instructor of any sort, so please understand that I'm not telling you to gunsmith your gun. But if you learn the trade and you learn how to work and service your own firearms, they'll run a lot better. Like I said, this thing's put together with chicken wire, baling wire, hope, chicken feet, whatever you want to call it. There's cotton in there, there's fiberglass, there's resin. But it shoots as good as any other Glock, which is kind of a testament to the standard that they do it. And it actually looks better because it's got the red dot on it. The trigger is lighter than a standard trigger because it has a lightened connector, and the sear has been changed, but the trigger shoe has not, because the trigger that I was going to put in it unfortunately didn't work, and I'm not sure if I just had the wrong one. I bought it from a buddy of mine who was selling it. Brandon, you know who you are, and not you Brandon from Bears, I'm talking about Brandon from the other place. And yeah, I'm a little annoyed, but shite happens. One takes are hard to do when you have to reload, right? I do have an up lula, but since I'm standing and talking to you, I'm not using it. The barrel on this thing came with the slide. I don't know who the manufacturer is. I said that in another video. My buddy Daniel down at Liberty Arms, he called me. Well, actually, I told him to keep an eye out for a barrel. He's like, dude, I've got a complete slide that's optics cut. So I wound up taking it, and I was digging through my parts, and I found a Swamp Fox Kingslayer just in a box, and the damn thing bolts right to the slide. So I believe in Kismet, and I guess it was meant to be. I actually sent this gun down to Liberty Arms to sell. I didn't realize that when I repaired the release for the mag release, the spring internally had broken through the bottom from when he cut for 26 mags. And when I epoxied over where he had gone through, it actually jammed up the mag release. So it's not surprising that nobody bought it, because you couldn't even drop the mags, but you saw it dropped mags just fine now. The threaded barrel protector, I needed some. I bought them off of Amazon. It's bigger than it needs to be, which I can live with. It's fine. But I have another one that I'm probably going to swap it out for. It's a thinner one. It's called the Hex, and I'll put that on there. All right, there we go. Back to shooting, shall we? So one thing I'll show you is it does have extended slide release, extended mag release, because when I modified it, I kind of built it back up with the silicone carbide that's all over the grip. And yeah, it's not even, and the grip's actually a little wavy, because when I was forming it, I kept putting it in my hand, and that part is not where anything goes. It's all on this side. So I actually inadvertently created like a custom target style grip. But as you can see, 100% works. Let's get back to shooting and have a little bit of fun. I'm going to come back on screen. There's a target in front of these. And it's acting like a hostage target. It's a weird ejection pattern. To do, if you saw the shorts video where it was jamming on the suppressor, it was like hitching right up in here because of the lock block I put in there. So I took a lot of the material off, and now it goes right back in a battery. It has a heavier recoil spring in here, which should help. After this, we'll put the suppressor on. That was my fault. My thumb was on the damn release. Let's see if it still does the speed reload. Yep, it's good. And you can use your finger on your extractor on a Glock to tell whether or not it's loaded. We're going to pull the plates back up. Yeah, buddy. So, the red dot is a big help to someone like me. I've had my eyes done LASIK, and they're still not 100%, but it also just helps because I'm old. I was 44 yesterday. Today's Tuesday. Yesterday was Monday, my birthday, so I decided to come out and celebrate by shooting a little bit. Also, last week when I was out here filming my DWX, I lost all the footage because while picking up my brass, which you have to do here at Middletown Firearms, you can log on and check out what they do, I accidentally pushed one spot. 7-inch screen, 6.5-inch screen, pushed the one spot that deleted it permanently because I didn't realize my trash can was full. So I lost an entire video, the 160 rounds I shot, and an hour and a half of my time. So give me a thumbs up for that. Give me a little bit of a pity, because now I have to buy another bag of ammo and then come back out and shoot that gun again. Oh, I have to shoot the gun again. But yeah, Middletown Firearms, it's $40 an hour for your first visit, really quick. So you're going to do an instructional meeting with Jim, the range officer. He's going to go over the rules of the range, show you around, tell you what you need to know. He's then going to watch you shoot for a little bit to make sure that you're safe. You see how you can't see my trigger finger and it's pointed down range because it's loaded? He's going to make sure that you're safe in that way. And then he's going to give you a safety card. After that, you can book time by the half hour or the hour. Come on out here, do your shooting. The steel side allows for movement and practicing for like steel challenge. The paper side, you're going to have your gun on the table. You're not going to be drawing from the holster unless you're taking one of his classes. You're just going to be shooting a paper target. So keep that in mind. If you want to have some movement at the range, you need to actually sign up for the steel side, which is more fun anyways, because steel, you don't have to buy more. Unless you're an idiot and you bring green tip out here. They used to allow you to shoot 5.56 out here, but too many idiots were, oh, it's not loaded with green tip, it's just regular ball. And then you ruin it for everybody. But yeah, check it out, MiddletownFirearms.com. Tell them I sent you. There's a comment section, say you saw it on the Jimmini show, let him know that you're coming because of me. And maybe he'll start sponsoring these videos rather than just working out a deal to let me use his range, which is a big help because it saves me on gas so I don't have to drive, excuse me, all the way to West Virginia. Back to shooting. Yeah, this red dot, I'm pretty sure the battery's low, so I can't really see it with the light directly behind me. Still not bad. So what is that? 4 times 17. So you get, I was good at math when I was a good kid, 68 rounds. So we're going to finish off with the happy stick. Now, unfortunately, this is KCI. However, I've been lucky with this one because KCI did do the metal insert, unlike ETS, which is a bunch of clowns. But let's see how, that's not too bad. It's 50 degrees out, which is nice. Take the threaded barrel protector off because we're going to put the Hush-A-Boom. If you are a Class 3 item owner, make sure you always have your paperwork with you. That way, if you're on a public range and a police officer sees you, they do have the right to ask you if you have your documentation. Will they? Probably not. But it's best not to give the local law enforcement a reason to bug you, man. I don't remember if I cleaned this. It doesn't look like it, so hopefully it'll be all right. Come on. Come on. My nerves are acting up. There we go. YouTube may demonetize this video just because I'm shooting a gun, even though I'm at a range and I'm under safe conditions. But they did back off their rule about threading suppressors on. So, don't give me any shite. Oh, that's right, I dropped this in the dirt over there. For those of you that are unfamiliar, and I will say it in every video, this is the Silencer Co. Osprey 9. It literally only adds like 4 ounces to the end of the gun, so it's probably on the lighter end of suppressors. However, this one is a pistol suppressor in design only for 9mm. I did fire a 5.56 through it one time, and we bulged the side out. So don't do that. And you have to have the right piston, which I do have if you want to fire it on like an AR-9 or a Ruger PC carbine, things like that, because this needs the Nielsen device or the spring so that when it fires, it can move a little bit. So, yeah. The last 3 times I've shot this gun suppressed, it has not cycled. I have not shot it since I modified it again, so let's see if it has improved. First shot is always louder with the suppressor. However, I have seen some movies and TV shows that have been getting a little bit closer to what one actually sounds like. But let's see what happens. Looks ridiculous, doesn't it? Here we go. Where'd the red dot? Yeah, I think the battery just died. Of course it wouldn't. Why wouldn't it? Yep. Almost. We're very close to cycling. Now, I've heard Glocks have this problem, but it's getting a lot closer than it did last time. Also, make sure you're wearing eye pro because it's throwing stuff right back into my face already. Wow, didn't even come back far enough to pick it up. See, it's going almost back into battery. I've polished the sear a bunch. I really don't want to polish it anymore, but I may have to do a little bit. Let's do the plate rack. I wonder. I'm going to use my offhand to try to pull it back in. Oh, it actually cycled, so maybe a little bit of extra pressure. Nope. Take my ear out. The crack is there because this is 124 grain and it's a little bit loud. At least the optic is holding zero. And if you watch the shorts later on in the week, you'll wonder why I keep saying that the optic is holding zero, and you'll see why. Yeah, I like this gun. Ooh, it actually popped back in. Last few rounds, it actually was trying to cycle on its own. So, we're getting there. I love my guns. If you like the guns, make sure that you like, subscribe, follow me, all that good stuff. Normally would be the time where I just yeet the gun, but I don't want to damage my suppressor. Silence Co. has been nice and has actually repaired the thing for me twice. Well, technically once, but they had to repair it both when I bulged it and when I bent it. Actually, I didn't bend it. Somebody I used to work with bent it. And Silence Co. repaired it for free, so thank you, Silence Co., if you're watching this video. So yeah, that is my Glock 19/45 Gen 3 with the optics cut and a suppressor, and I forgot the mitt. Daniel bought me a mitt. Suppressors are very hot when they are used. They trap the gas in the tube. Luckily, it's 50 degrees out, so it should actually be fine today. If you like what you saw, like I said, you can always show your love by pushing the like button, subscribe button, the share button. Let your buddies see me doing stupid stuff here at the range. Come back for more videos. Yes, I've been publishing some tech stuff, but I'm publishing those on Monday, which is a day I normally don't upload anyways. And I'm uploading them on the Jimmini Tech side. So if you want to do me a big favor and actually go over to Jimmini Tech and subscribe, you'll help that channel grow. Hello. I only have parts of my legs. And that will actually help the channel grow. And then I can get that stuff off of the main channel here. So Jimmini Tech, go over there, follow that. I got to clean up some brass. I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. And as always, I'll talk to you later.